TikTok coming back from the grave just a little bit wrong like the cat from Pet Sematary has had me thinking all day long about these actors that get recast in these shows and movies, and it genuinely baffles my mind that some of these casting producers genuinely thought that they were getting away with some of these. For instance, on The Fosters, Jake T. Austin originally played the character Jesus, only to be replaced by Noah Centineo. People were pissed. And this one's super interesting because you guys are gonna have to tell me in the comments if you think that the person that left this show made a good career move by jumping ship or a bad one, because they did leave for 13 reasons why. The actor, of course, being Ross Butler, who originally played Reggie and was replaced by Charles Melton. And like, no shade, no tea to Ross Butler, but like, if I was ever recast by somebody that much hotter than me, my ego could never. This one's my Roman Empire, okay? Most people obviously remember that the original Victoria was played by Rochelle Lefevre, and then they gave us Bryce Dallas Howard. Of course, the true crime here being the wig. But there was a bit of drama for this recast because Rochelle was never actually told she was recast, or why. And we actually almost saw another recast happen in between the first and the second movie, because producers were not convinced that Taylor Lautner could bulk up enough to do Jacob's transformation. But my boy said, unemployed, not me, I'm keeping my job. He actually has been very open on his podcast with his wife, Taylor Lautner, because yes, they're both named Taylor Lautner, how traumatizing and the lasting lifelong impact that getting this big left on him. That 70s show had kind of a sad one. The original Lori, who was played by Lisa Robin Kelly, actually had to leave due to her alcoholism. They also recast Jackie's mom with Brooke Shields because obviously they were doing a little bit of vibe shift with that character. And speaking of Jackie, aka Mila Kunis, I bet you didn't know that she wasn't the original voice of Meg on Family Guy. That was actually Lacey Chabert. Speaking of dramatic recasts, okay, Luke Grimes, who originally played the character James, quit the show because he was not happy with the direction his character was going in, because his character had a same-sex love scene. So Nathan Parsons took over. And the fact that that was so bad that they did not even care that he just became a brunette. This recast is also not only dramatic, but vindictive. The original Aunt Viv, Janet Hubert Witten, she had such a bad feud with Will Smith, saying that I will never work with an asshole like Will Smith ever again, was replaced with Daphne Maxwell Ross. And she's kind of said it like Loki ruined her life. On The Last Man Standing, this guy right here, the character was originally played by Nick Jonas because, you know, they look so much alike. Now this recast on Shameless, I remember being so upset about it when I saw it. The original Mandy Milkovich was played by Jane Levy, and she left to go do Suburgatory, so Emma Greenwell took over. Pretty Little Liars also had a pretty significant one. James Neat left to go do an Amazon show, so Keegan Allen took over as Toby. And like, I don't think anyone complained about the switch because this man is unbelievably sexy, but also proof that your hair is everything. Your hair is so important, because once you give him a fuck-ass little bob, you know, like, hair is everything, Anthony. And for our last and final swap out on the show Till Death, the character's college-age daughter was played by 4 actresses. Originally Kristen Ritter, then Laura Cleary, okay, fully just blonde. Lindsay Broad then stepped in, and finally Kate Micucci. So like, obviously this was a running bit throughout the show that every time she came home from college, she looked a little bit different. There's so many more, so let me know if you want another video down in the comments.